Alrighty, let's try this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a physics material. Where do I have physics materials? Alrighty, it's a bit laggier on YouTube simply because I have not set up my streaming settings on here. Tonkstrom, yes, Tonkstrom. Gross. I hate this alert box. Well, whatever, it's an alert box, I guess. Yeah, I'll have to definitely go copy all my settings from my Twitch stream to my YouTube stream. That way it's all fancy. I guess I'll just leave Twitch streaming for gaming and YouTube streaming for developing, which, makes sense. So. Alright, back to tank. So, where we left off from the Twitch stream, for those of you that were there, we've got movement now, we got steering, basic steering. I've got to add some limits, because like right now, if I just hold forward, I could probably keep accelerating to a pretty high speed. I mean, this do be a tank. I don't know if we wanted to necessarily be going this fast. And because of that, steering is whack, and so you just go flying off the edge. But you know, that's what tanks do. So, alrighty. Well, we got steering. I did not want to do it with torque. I wanted to do it completely with the like tracks, because then that would be easier to map the animation of the tracks moving to it, since I would know how fast like I'm adding force. But being that we're just doing it with torque, I suppose I'll have to just do some math and figure out the torque and figure out like the size of the tracks, and just it's going to be a lot of math just to do the animation. But I'm also not doing animations for the prototype, because prototype is just gameplay. So yeah, now what we do is we go animations, vehicles. We're going to create an animation blueprint from the tank prototype. Odin. And then what we're going to do is we want to do transform bone. We don't care about all these. We'll just plug that into there. Also need another. Not want to do Control B. Want to do copy paste. My bad. First, we're going to transform the the turret, and then we're going to transform the barrel. Yeah, okay, calm down. Begin play. We're gonna try get pawn owner. I hate casting, but prototyping it works. Cast to Odin. All right. Okay. You know, I can't believe you right now. I do have to agree with you though. All right, and then we do tick, or no, it's called animation update, I think. Yes, sir. Odin, we then convert to it, validated get. So if the Odin is valid, we want to do... Shoot, I always forget this code. Some stupid inverse transform modify... Inverse transform rotation, I think. From world to local space, yeah. That's what we want. How are we gonna do this? I guess we're gonna do... I guess I can go look at my turret to see how I'm doing it on the turret. I don't know if it's inverse. Equipment, deployable turret. Once again, terrible code. Update rotation. Yeah, we get that. Interesting. Okay. We do this, get mesh. I mean, we really shouldn't be doing this in this code. Create a new function called determine turret rotation. What do I think about sleep? I like sleep. Sleep good. Sleep makes me sleepy. I don't know if you knew that, but it makes me sleepy. I mean, if you have the time to do polymorphic sleep, you know, to each their own, go for it. However, I don't think I would do it just simply because, I mean, yes, it gives you more time in theory. Not in theory, it does, but, you know, I don't got the time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So, wait a minute, I can just do this a different way. We can do, actually we probably keep that, but then we do find look at rotation after we do the, actually first thing we should do is line trace, if I can spell, line trace by channel. Are you guys hearing the desktop audio? There we go. Actually, what does that audio level look like if I shoot? Let's just go into a random map, Atlas canvas. Yes. Okay, music's not too loud. Good. Shut up. Don't worry about those errors. Errors are just suggestive. Yeah. So we don't actually need this here, because what we're going to do is we're going to do this from the world location of the camera, and then we want to get the forward vector, and we'll probably extend that out, probably, let's see, 5,000 units, 5,000 meters, you know, that's great. And then we're going to add that to our start location. Now we've got our endpoints. And then what we want to do is royalty free meat. Gross. I gotta make sure I don't break any rules. What, you want to play some like Lil Nas or something? I ain't playing Lil Nas. We do get a hit, we want location. If we don't get a hit, we want trace end. I'll probably just create a function for this. I use that way too much. Okay, now what we do is use this. Find the lookout rotation to that from... Actually, we want to do get socket location. We're going to call this turret. Boom. That goes into the rotation. And then we're going to call this from to variable relative. I'm not playing Dixon Dallas. I refuse. I'm going to call this turret rot. I mean, yeah, but that's a single song, and I'm focused on game developing, not trying to. This isn't a music stream. Now, this could go very wrong, and it probably will go very wrong. But if we just put this as turret, and we bind this to turret rot, and we put this in relative to the parent, I believe. Let's see what that does. You know, it would help if I set the animation blueprint on this. And I am calling that on the tick. So it does nothing. Let's go. Let's debug this just to make sure. Yeah, it do be tracing. Who's spamming emojis? Actually, I suppose I could just set this. And then in here, we just set this to world space and replace existing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at that tank. Look at that tank. Easy. Easy, look at that. Alright, tank's done. GG. I need to fix that jittery issue. Probably just Oh my lord. My tank has schizophrenia. Goodness. Yeah, alright, let's fix this. Let's see if that goes back to being somewhat normal. Yep, reached this final form of schiz. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. I'm assuming we've got to do combine rotators. If I'm not mistaken, I have to rotate this by 90 on the X. Okay, kind of, but not really. Maybe it's negative 90. That'll probably just stick it the other direction. But, you know, the thing with these rotators, we just keep playing until it works. But that does work. So now we stick 90 on the Y, because I believe that's blenders, or that's bones forward space. Nope. That is not it. So it's got to be 90 on the Z then. Or not. Or, you know, Unreal just decides that rotators don't want to work. Bruh. Or I have to do the stupid manual thing where I have to break the rotator. Actually, I can just do it the easy way and split this. I can also do the easy way of going into here. Yeah, X is the roll, like you would figure. Z is the yaw. Interesting. Okay. And then, or Y is the yaw and Z is the pitch. Which means that we only want this value. Which also doesn't work, wouldn't you guess it? Then again, I did mess with the settings. Bruh, what is this? What is this? No, it's because I changed this again. So this needs to be forever 90. And then, yeah, okay, now we only want the Z. Copy that. So this should be 90. We remove this pin. We stick in yaw. And in theory, if the code wants to work with me, let's go. Obviously, I'll have to do like I did on my Anubis, which, not that you guys know this, but I'll have to add some interpolation. That way it has a max rotation speed. Yeah. Now we just do the exact same thing for the turret barrel. But being that we're not updating this at the same rate, we might be able to just copy it the same way. I doubt it. But we can always hope, can't we? Barrel rot. Come on, place it. Thank you. Yes, I'm well aware. We're gonna call this barrel. Do the same thing. Bam, you get plugged into there. We are going to duplicate this. Call it barrel rot. And then in here, we're gonna bind that to barrel rotation. We're gonna replace existing component space. Oof. That is how barrels are supposed to look. Last I checked. You know, I think this is normally how tanks aim. Okay, so this one, we need to keep X is for some reason the pitch, and then yaw is that. That might work. We might have to flip it. Who knows? Yep. Mm-hmm. That's a tank barrel. That is what we're looking for. Oh, it's because I was plugging in yaw instead of roll. My bad. What?